Hello, welcome to Diamonds and Pixie Dust. I'm Miss J. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you're returning from a previous video, thank you for your continuous support. Guys, if you haven't already caught up to where we are, go back. Go back to the beginning of the series and catch up. Okay, you won't be disappointed. You'll see just how large the canvas is. You'll see all the gloops and blunders that I had, that I have. They still continue, and they'll continue probably through the whole process, but it's okay. That's a learning curve. Yeah, so we have a lot to catch up on because I've been doing mostly time lapse, and so now we'll just catch up with each other. Okay, so I'm not exactly sure what day we're on, but if I'm not, anyway, that's neither here nor there. We're on track. That's what we are. I'll put it up here in the corner. I'll put it up there in the corner what day we're on. Okay? Because I get so mixed up sometimes. But it's alright. That's what happens when you get older. You get mixed up sometimes. Alright, so what's been happening in my life? Excuse me. Pardon. Okay. Let me get a drink. Okay. Sorry about that. Throat got a little dry there. Let's see, what's new? I did get a chance. Remember I told you that I was going to see Joshua. I probably said Jonah, but it wasn't Jonah, it was Joshua, at a place called Sight and Sounds. If you haven't been to a Sight and Sounds theater production, you should go. You won't be disappointed. Not at all. Not at all. So, and if I have the opportunity to go again, I will go again to see the same production. It has live animals, and it teaches you God's word. And you learn a lot. You know, some things that may just go over your head, but you'll tie it all in, you know? So if you do get a chance to go see it, by all means, go see it. The one that I went to was in Pennsylvania. So, and I don't know if they have them all over the world. I don't know. But the one that I do know of is in Pennsylvania. So, if you're planning on doing something this summer, put that on the bucket list. Put that on your bucket list. Yeah. And I went with my big sister and her husband, and Mr. J went with me, my sidekick. He goes everywhere I go. That's right. So we had a good time. We had breakfast at the Cracker Barrel, and I had shrimp, fried shrimp. Well, actually, it wasn't a breakfast. It was more of a brunch because we got there around noonish. So I guess that would be considered brunch or lunch. I don't know. And hubby got he got something called the skillet bowl or something like that. It had a lot of stuff in it. Sausage and eggs and I don't know, all this hash browns. I can't eat all that food. I couldn't even eat all of the shrimp that I had. And I expected to get maybe 6 or 7, 6 shrimp. Man, it was like 15. And they weren't small. They were a good size shrimp. You know? So I was like, wow, I can't eat all of this. So hubby ate maybe 2 or 3 of them. And I had to let the rest go because I can't do it. I can't eat like I used to eat since I got sick. So it takes a minute. It'll take a minute for me to get back into the swing of that. Eating as much as I did because I used to throw it down. Okay. Yeah, Sister Kubil. I can't keep up with the big boys now. Like my taste buds are all out of whack. And certain things I just cannot eat anymore because, you know, when you're in the hospital for such a long time and you get the same thing over and over and over again, you don't want that anymore. And that's where I'm at with that. I don't ever want it again. Not right now. Like I loved chicken. I love chicken. I loved fried chicken. Who doesn't love fried chicken? Well, I don't love it anymore. Nope. I had so much of it then. That meatloaf and lasagna. Can't do it. Cannot. So, there you have it. So, then after we left there, we came home and I got right on the canvas. And I did that for a few hours. And then the next day, I had a good old doctor's appointment. And boy, that appointment worked me over. So now I have, and that appointment evaluated me for therapy, because I have to do therapy. And now, remember I said in the beginning I don't have anything else to do, so I should be able to finish this in like 3 months. Well, burner, and that's not gonna happen. It's not in the cards for me. Okay, I've come to the realization I can't do it because time won't allow me. It will not. I have therapy now 3 times a week for 2 hours. And after that therapy, I'm done. I'm wiped out. That might be the whole purpose of it. Anywho, but yeah, I'm wiped out after that. Because when I went that day, they were like, well, we'll just see where you're at. Huh? See where I'm at? And they had me on the bicycle. Okay, now, mind you, I'm walking with a cane. Okay. They had me on the bicycle, weights. What else did they have? And then they wanted to put me on the treadmill. And I was like, they were like, can you do the treadmill? I'm like, can I take my stick with me? Okay. You can't take my stick? No. Hello. I won't be able to do that one. So she says, okay, well, we'll work you up to that one. Yeah, how about that? Do that. Because right now, a sister ain't gonna be able to do that. So then I did each station about 20 minutes. And on top of it, where we had to park at was a 20-minute walk to the facility where we needed to go. Okay. I'm like, how do they expect for you to, if you're walking on a cane, you know, how do they expect for you to walk for 20 minutes to the facility? No parking closer. You can't get any closer. They want you to walk 20 minutes to the thing, and then to the facility, and then you have to start exercising. Well, shoot, your exercising started when you got out the car. To me, my exercise started then. And then after you finish all the exercising, your class is over, then you got 20 more minutes to walk back to your vehicle. Come on. Come on. So, pray for me, people. Pray for me. Because this is going to be a rough and tough one. It's going to be a rough and tough one. Just pray for me that I get better. And I got this for 14 weeks. 14 weeks of therapy. Ooh. I just pray that it works and I can get all my strength back. And she said by the time they finish with me, I shouldn't need a cane. Yeah, right. But we will see. What God has for me, it is for me. Now that I know. That I know. He brought me this far. He ain't gonna leave me now. Ain't gonna leave me now. Nope. Nope, I don't think so. But yeah, it's been a challenge. It truly has. And then, okay, so that's that day. So, of course, you do know the next day I was done. D-O-N-E, stick a fork in me, done. Stayed in the bed practically all day long. I was hurting. I worked muscles that I haven't worked in since January. Okay, because I got sick in January. And everything starts slowing down. Everything. So they think they can just wake it all up and... Okay, that one has a doohickey on it. They think they can just wake it up in one try. No. So I already know that it'll be very trying for me. Very. Oh, let me give you another thing. They said that it'll be for 14 weeks, and I won't be able to start it until they have an opening. I was like, huh? Huh? I'm burner. Wait. What? You have to go on a waiting list. Not unless I want to come at 6:30 in the morning. That's old dark 30 to me. And no. 6:30, no. No. So I said, no, can't come at 6:30. Well, how about, I think it's at 5:30 in the afternoon. And rush hour? Burner? No. So, any of the other times, it's a waiting list. I said, so how long is the waiting list? Approximately. Okay, first thing of all, I gotta wrap my head around this. 14 weeks and pain. Yeah, sister need to wrap her head around this. Okay. So she says, oh, it could be 2 or 3 months because, you know, the waiting list, we already have some people on it, and people graduate all the time because nobody starts class at the same time. So she says, so it could be maybe a month. I'm like, oh, okay. I can do that. I can wait. I can wait. This is giving me time to think about this. So, I thought about it. And then, the next day, they ring a bell phone. And they say, oh, we have an opening. Huh? Now, wait a minute, you just told me I got about a month of a wait. And then she says, oh, well, I guess because it's during, you know, it's summer break and all, nobody wants to do it. Well, why the heck you think I want to do it if don't nobody else want to do it on the summer break? Please. So, she says, well, would you like to take the slot? And I'm thinking to myself, do I freaking have a choice? I'm not going anywhere. So I might as well go ahead and get it over with. And maybe I won't be in so much pain. I'll be in pain from the therapy, but not the other pain. So I took it. Make a long story short, I took it. So it starts this week. And then, that was that day. So, yes. So during the weekend, my brother and sister call me, and they say, oh, we decided we're going to go to the family reunion, which is in Virginia. I said, oh. They said, you going? I said, I don't know. I had to think about that. I got to think about that. So, they said, well, we booked our room already. I was like, wow, dang. Okay. So, talked to hubby, and he's like, whatever you want to do. You know, I'm game for it. Whatever you want to do. So, call the hotel, and they say, all the rooms have been blocked. All the rooms have been taken. The block of rooms have been taken. I was like, huh? Man, I was like, I am so batting 1,000 here. I said, so you're telling me that you don't have any more rooms available? Well, we have rooms at regular rate. I'm like, what in the world is going on here? So, and then on top of it, I had this, when I first called, I got, I'm going to put his name out there. I got a guy named Kitty. Man, he was first of all, he was talking fast. You know, as you can tell, I ain't a fast talker. He was talking fast, and I'm telling him the name of the hotel, and he's going to give me some other name. I mean, it was a weird, really weird conversation that we were having. And I'm like, he said, if you just go ahead and put your money down, you just go ahead and book the room now, and we'll secure the room. And I was like, well, wait a minute. I'm trying to fast down me. First of all, you're telling me something different than what I'm telling you. The hotel I'm telling you is this hotel, but you're telling me something else. Oh, no. It's the same route. It's the same hotel. I'm like, well, what's the address? You give me the right address. But it still, it felt off to me. And when something felt off to me like that, I say no. I say no. So I said, well, Kevin, this is what we'll do. Let me talk it over with my husband, and I'll call you back. No. The room might not be here. Huh? I was like, well, if the room's not there, then it's not there. Because I'm not gonna, no, miss. No. And he just was like forcing me to take this room. I was like, Kevin, hello? Are you hearing me? Now I got to really put my big girl panties on for him. Are you hearing me? Yes, ma'am. I said, I'll call you back after I talk it over with my husband. Do you understand that? But ma'am, all I'm saying is that you need to book the room now. I said, okay, have a good day. Hung up. I told my husband, look, I can't deal with these people. So I called my brother. And I said, what number did y'all call? Because my brother told me, he said, they got plenty of rooms. So I said, what number did y'all call? And then he gives me a different number. I said, what the heck? What in the heck is going on here? So, okay. So the number that he gives me, I call. totally different person. Okay. Which I expected it to be a totally different person. Because if it was him, I would just hung up. And I probably would not be going. Probably would not. So, I told my husband, look, you call. You talk to these people because I think I'm going to lose it. Especially if it's him. I knew I'm going to lose it. So, he calls. And of course, it's somebody different. And it goes like butter with him. So I'm like, you know what? First of all, I hate doing reservations and stuff. Because I did that when we went to Hawaii. And believe you me, it wasn't a disaster, but it was so freaking close. Then I was like, I ain't doing this again. And I'm still doing it. I think he just likes me to say, I ain't doing it again. To see that, yeah, you will. You'll do it again. I truly do, but so we are booked for that. And then I told him we need to get our e-bikes out because the weather has changed now. It is time to get back on the bike again. Together. So, of course, he said, yeah, well, I gotta make sure it's all tuned up. Yeah, we ain't been on the bikes in about, what, since the weather changed 6 months. Okay. So, guys, how that'll work out, well, one never knows. But we'll see. That's all I can say, is we'll see. We will see. So, that's it. That's the gist of my few days. Are you guys going on vacation anywhere? If so, tell me where you're going. Where you going? Tell me where you're going. I just talked to one of my families that I used to take care of their girls, and she says she's going to Myrtle Beach. It's about 20 of them. Her whole family is going. And I was like, well, that should be nice. Should be really nice. I truly hope they have a lot of fun. I really hope they do. Yeah. Okay guys, so if you like what you saw and you heard, please give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment, and subscribe. Let the channel continue to grow. Okay? Bye-bye for now.